am attorney bathan-lasco. This is my virtual classroom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I shall aim to simplify the law. I will discuss concepts and principles of law in under 10 minutes. Hello again, everyone. So, what shall we talk about in this video? For this video, I want us to talk about the registration, the incorporation, and the commencement of the juridical personality of the corporation. In sum, we are going to talk about Section 18 of your revised Corporation Code. If you have watched my other videos on the topic on incorporation and on the articles of incorporation, your Section 18 just merely reminds you of the incorporation process. So let's discuss Section 18 by paragraph. So let's read the first paragraph of Section 18. It states, a person or group of persons desiring to incorporate shall submit the intended corporate name to the Commission for verification. If the Commission finds that the name is distinguishable from a name already reserved or registered for the use of another corporation, not protected by law and is not contrary to law, rules, and regulations, the name shall be reserved in favor of the incorporators. The incorporators shall then submit their articles of incorporation and bylaws to the Commission. What does the first paragraph tell you? The first paragraph tells you that the first thing that you have to do then would be to submit a name to the Securities and Exchange Commission so that the SEC can verify if your name is distinguishable from all the other corporations, that your name is not confusingly similar, that your name is not contrary to law, that your name is not contrary to existing rules and regulations. So once it's verified that it is distinguishable, what is distinguishable? I have discussed that in another video and I will put the link down below. So once the SEC verifies that no other corporation has or is using the name that you are putting forward to the Securities and Exchange Commission for your corporation, you will now then submit your articles of incorporation and your bylaws. I have also already discussed in another video, I will put the link down below, what are the contents of your articles of incorporation and what would be the form prescribed for, or rather in the making of the articles of incorporation. So again, you submit first your name for verification and then you submit your articles of incorporation and the bylaws to the Securities and Exchange Commission. So once you've submitted all the documentary requirements to the Securities and Exchange Commission, what will come next? What will come next would be the second paragraph of Section 18. Let's read Section 18. It states, if the Commission finds that the submitted documents and information are fully compliant with the requirements of this code, other relevant laws, rules, and regulations, the Commission shall issue the Certificate of Incorporation. In other words, once you've submitted all the documents required by the revised Corporation Code and by special laws for certain covered corporations, then all you have to do now is wait. Again, wait for what? Wait for the Securities and Exchange Commission to go over all these documents to determine whether you have substantially complied with all the requirements provided for under the revised Corporation Code and other special laws, again, for certain covered corporations like your banks, wherein you have to submit a favorable recommendation from the appropriate government agency, which would be your Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So, of course, the SEC will have to go over it, and so all you now have to do is wait. Now, once your Securities and Exchange Commission is done going over all the documentary requirements, and if they find that you have substantially complied with all the legal documentary requirements, then your Securities and Exchange Commission will issue you your Certificate of Incorporation. So what happens now if you now get the certificate of incorporation? The answer to that question is the third paragraph of Section 18. Let's read Section 18. A private corporation organized under this code commences its corporate existence and juridical personality from the date the Commission issues the certificate of incorporation under its official seal, and thereupon the incorporators, stockholders or members, and their successors shall constitute a body corporate under the name stated in the Articles of Incorporation for the period of time mentioned therein, unless said period is extended or the corporation is sooner dissolved in accordance with law. In short, once the certificate of incorporation is issued, the corporation comes into being, meaning the corporation is now being given birth to. It now exists. There is now the separate juridical personality of your corporation. That is the time that the members composing the corporation or the stockholders composing the corporation will now act as a body corporate, exercising the powers granted by the revised corporation code to a corporation. Simply stated, the date you find in the certificate of incorporation, where the Securities and Exchange Commission is said to have issued this certificate of incorporation, that is actually the birthday of your corporation. Because as we said, that is when the corporation comes into being. That is when the corporation becomes a juridical personality that is separate and distinct from the members or of the stockholders composing it. How about those unregistered corporations or those being formed by individuals acting as if they are a corporation, but they did not actually go through the process of registering it with the SEC? They did not apply before the Securities and Exchange Commission, and therefore there was no certificate of incorporation ever issued to them. Can they exercise corporate powers just because they have formed themselves as a corporation and agreed to form a corporation? The answer is no. They cannot exercise corporate powers. What will they be considered as? They will just be considered as a simple association and not a corporation under your revised corporation code. So that's it for this video, a very simple discussion on Section 18 of your revised corporation code on the registration, incorporation, and the commencement of corporate existence. Again, I hope you have learned something from this video, and I will see you in the next. So if you find this video helpful, please click like, subscribe, and that notification bell so that you will be notified of new video uploads. Thank you for watching. See you next time in MBL Classroom.